and welcome to Otaku no Video for December 4th, 2009. Thanks for joining me. A little later on, a little rant about what folks believe, let's say. First, some news. Section 23 Films, which is the old ADV films, they kind of remade themselves. They announced 2 new anime licenses recently. Skullman, which is this sort of superhero action-adventure story about a guy with a skull mask. Yeah. And Maria Holic, which is a rather popular, kind of weirdly Yuri anime. I totally get why they licensed Maria Holic. I do not get why they licensed Skullman. It came out and just nobody really paid any attention. So that is kind of weird. But then again, this is the old ADV film, so who knows. Secondly, what do 9, Up, Planet 51, and Ponyo all have in common? They all qualify for a Golden Globe for 2009. Haven't won it yet, but they all qualify. So yes, Ponyo's in the running. Astro Boy is not. Mega Man fans, you may now rejoice. Udon Entertainment has acquired a 1997 Mega Man manga, Mega Man Megamix. So expect the first volume to hit American shelves in late January, actually. So very good. AnimeNation.net has also scored what looks to be character designs from the upcoming Pretty Cure anime, which will be called Heart Catch Precure. I don't know why I can't pronounce these things. This will be the 7th Precure anime. 7th. Finally, something I should have mentioned last week, basically. A couple of weeks ago, an otaku in Japan basically married a virtual girl from a dating sim. Now, hold on, before you get too freaked out about this. It's kind of a publicity stunt. The guy was very popular on Nico Nico Doga, which is sort of the Japanese YouTube, and big fan of this dating sim called Love Plus, and this one character in particular. And so, to show how much he liked the game and liked the girl and so forth, he staged this mock wedding ceremony. He even brought in a priest. And basically, it's kind of a joke. But I mean, you can't actually marry a girl, and he knows this. But I mean, anytime someone puts together a marriage ceremony and tapes it and puts it on the internet, and like intentionally puts it all up there for their YouTube account, basically, yeah, probably a little suspect. But anyway, he did it. Boing Boing has a video footage. I love that. Boing Boing. Just a fun name. Anyway, Boing Boing has video footage, and I linked to that from otakunovideo.net, our blog. So go there to check it out. So, a little commentary here. For those of you who've been following my personal Twitter account, Brent Newhall, you'll know where this comes from. I got into a little argument with someone on Twitter, and I mean, we're cool. He's a fine guy, but basically, I said something critical of one element of a film, and he kind of jumped all over me as a result of that, I think. And it got me to thinking about something that I've noticed a couple of times. When I review a movie, I look at it from multiple angles. Every movie has lots of, or a TV show, has lots of different elements to it. The characters, the plot. In the case of animation, or anime, the animation, and that has several sub-elements to it as well. How many drawings are there in it? How accurate are they to actual, physical movements? How well do they mimic actual, real-life movements or things like weirdly out of place? Things like that. Color scheme, writing, dialogue, music, all sorts of stuff like that. If I criticize one element of a movie or TV show, that doesn't mean I think that movie or TV show is utter crap. Okay, and I just want to get this clear because it seems that folks are unclear about this. And again, not that this guy is unclear on that. I'm not saying that. This is a this got me thinking about this other issue. Part of being a smart person is recognizing that any given thing has many different elements to it, and some of them may succeed, some of them may not succeed. And that the word succeed can be subjective. If I say that Penny Pony Dash has two-dimensional characters, just very simple characters, that's actually not a criticism of the show. It's a goofy comedy. It's a screwy comedy. I don't really want complicated characters in a screwy comedy. I don't want to spend time establishing characters. I want simple characters I can laugh at. That's fine. And even if I say something that is just negative about something, that's fine. I can respect something that I think isn't perfect on all scores. Movies aren't simply good or bad. There are lots of different elements to them. And again, I think that's part of being smart, is recognizing the various elements of things. And there are various elements of how they work, and the question of how they work varies from person to person. There are people who absolutely adore the way Evangelion is structured, others who disagree in very smart ways on both sides, because they're looking at it from different perspectives. They value different things. If I or anyone else criticizes an element of a show you love, please don't assume that we think that we hate that thing, or that we're being overly critical. We're just saying this one element wasn't as good as it could have been, or whatever. Isn't that okay? Can't we have different opinions about things? Can't we like different things? Please. Can't we appreciate different elements of stuff? There's stuff that other folks find boring that I find fascinating, and that's cool. And I'm not asking you to watch that and be fascinated by it. And I think that's the key thing. I have my likes. You have your likes. You have your dislikes. I have my dislikes. Can I please be allowed to dislike something, whether or not you like it? Because that's my preference. Those are my tastes. And it's not that you have bad tastes. We just value different things. We like different stuff. Okay? Please? 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 Thanks.